Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Red Root Gaming. So we are back here once again in Space Engineers. So today's episode is a little bit different to usual. This is a brand spanking new series, and I've got that mode up. Whoops. This is a brand spanking new series where we are basically there's two parts to this series. That's right, automatic doors. There's two parts to this series. The first part is this part where we live stream the building of some ships. I need to learn to close that door behind me first. So yeah, we live stream the construction of some ships. The second half of this series is going to be a cinematic approach, basically where we do some cinematics of the ships. So first things first, give you a quick little visual inspection type tour. This is Titan Shipyard 1A, yet to be named. If you have any ideas for names, please throw them down in the comments, either on Twitch or YouTube, or over on the Discord in the Space Engineers channel, and we will go from there. Yes, I do have creative tools on for the time being. We will probably rock that for a little bit. Haven't decided as of yet whether we're going to do these there. I'm tripping over my tongue today. Whether we are going to do these as a survival type construction, but for the time being, we are going to do these as creative. This shipyard is built with Bob and a whole heap of cargo storage that we could be able to build the ships in a creative survival type mode. But for the time being, we're going to do it here in creative. Let's get started. So, as I said, as you might see in the description below, this is a brainstorming type stream with some chills and chats built in as well. So if you have any ideas or see something that any suggestions for different ways we could do things, please do not hesitate to speak up. So, how are we going to do this? There's two ways I've thought about building these, either from the top down or from the bottom up. Now, I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this. So, what we're going to do for the time being, at least, I'm going to grab a timer block because it has computer components, and that way Bob won't try and pull them out. So we will whack in one of those first. Our part is lining it up. Put that down, the lock on. Cool, then we'll go over to our next tab and let's actually set things up. So, light armor. So let's go all light armors. Light armor. Light armor. Light armor. Heavy armor. Heavy armor. Heavy armor, and of course, heavy armor with the internal plates. Internal flooring. Sweet. Clear off the rest of the bars. I know that one will probably be recreated in a few seconds. So, we do have quite a few mods running on this server. If you do wish to have a look at any of the mods on the mod list, please do not hesitate. It is in the video description. For those of you on YouTube, don't actually have it prepared. But for those of you over on YouTube, either check the video at the end of the episode. It will be in the description afterwards. Otherwise, I will attempt to pull it out of somewhere. have it here somewhere. There it is. That one. There it is. Hello Vesuvius, how are you today? That is the mod list for all of the mods that we are running on this server. Okay, let's jump in and start building. I'm going to start with just a basic docking plate. Hey, that actually lines up. So we're going to turn on symmetry to begin with, just for simplicity's sake. Let's build ourselves a nice little pillar that comes down to where the bottom of the ship will be. That is really tall. Could be, I should say. There's a really tall pillar. Let's see. So I'm going to start with probably engineering. The idea I have for this ship, as I said, is a support ship. I'm thinking an ordnance ship. Probably try and play around with hydrogen-fueled ordnance ship. Or a hydro hauler ship. I say hydrogen fueled because I'm thinking I want to run it as a hydrogen based ship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably go with about there as our center line. So this will be a set of doors and a wall, some sort of blast door type setup. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pull that one out. That's going to be our doorway in. I'll put in the wall because I honestly have no idea how tall this ship's going to be. And then what I'm thinking is we'll go with the interior plates because let's put that down. Cool. Go with the interior plates for aesthetic reasons. Also, it'll give us just that little bit more protection. Basically means we've got to put another skin on to be a hard layered backing for the ship. So let's do it that way. Actually, I'm having wrong button. Let's see just how much cargo we have on board. Pretty sure I loaded it up so that we could do this in like full-blown creative if we wanted. Not a lot of steel plates. 1,000 interior plates is not really enough stuff on this ship. No, there's not quite enough here. I haven't actually like done any real calculations. I wasn't expecting to do this particular build mode as a technically doesn't matter, bruh. Okay, so let's go with oh my goodness, go away you silly menu. Let's go with so we want to come through here, and then we're going to put stacks of hydrogen engines either side. So let's go HY. Hydrogen engine. We're going to grab the hydrogen tanks. Need O2H2 generators. We will need hydrogen thrusters, of course. I'm thinking we're going to try and keep to... What do you need? Large hydrogen injectors. Only for tier 4s. Oh well, let's save on a bit and let's go with the tier 3s. We're not actually having to build these things, but nevertheless, let's go with the tier 3s. What else would we want? We would want conveyors. And we're going to try and use, where possible, the oh my goodness, what do they call? Spacebar's armored conveyors. Which I know are on this world because they're being used on the base. And there they are. Let's just grab the old one. So, let's start with the engines. Yes, you're gonna be. Whoa. You're gonna walk through this door, and then what we want to see is some big engines on either side. Let's go with. Yeah, actually, I don't mind the 2 spacing. So you will need to go. Actually, right there is fine. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the engines over. Right. Okay, well. Small side effects. Let's go with 6. Actually, right. Loop. Want a T section. Up. Boom degaster. Cool. And then we're gonna go straight. Actually, I think I've stuffed up here. Thank you there for a minute. E section, because if memory serves, yep, that's the one I'm looking for. Bang. Bang. Pull that out. And the hydrogen engine. So, hopefully I got it right. Yes. Cool. So what we want to do is we want to grab this number 6 back. So just going to go with straight up curved. Bang. Go with a rate. Damn, it's got to be a T section. That one can be a curve, and then what we'll do is we'll grab our number 1. Loop. Grab our number 6. Looking for the T section. Come on. There we go. And then we want a other T section, rotated one that way, and a curve. Like so. And then we're going to whack in our the hydrogen engine, which gives us a somewhat pretty cool looking. Engine stack, let's fill in, no, it was 9, the floor. We have our engine stack. Do is we will continue to fill in that because, whoops, line there doesn't need to be. So this is where we basically replicate that again here. So, number 6, we want a T section. Not that way. Not that way. That way. Actually, that didn't need to be T section, that needed to be the curve. Curve section. Followed by a T section. Followed by a curve section. Followed by a straight. Where are you? Followed by a T section. T section. Straight section. B, yep, correct. B section. D section and a way here is the curve section. Followed by a curve section. I'm gonna grab our number 1. Boop. 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 There's our second line of engines. So in that space, we now have, that's 4, 8. 8 and 8 is 16 engines. I can't remember what they are. Crud. Where we find out that mirror mode doesn't actually work on these tubes right now. Damn. And somewhere. Maybe there's no power. That's a good point to start with. That should be fully connected now. Find out in the not too distant future how badly we've stuffed that up. Okay, cool. So now what I want to do is grab a 6. We can turn back on N. I go to tube. No. Great. There it is. On. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in D piece there and there, and we're going to put in curved, where is it? Curved there, followed by a straight Correct. That gives it our 2 strings. Fill in the floor. Actually, you know what we could have done here? Leave a walkway and then put in the... And that one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab these back out. We're going to turn off the N. Find our junction. Take so and back on the N. We're going to grab a right on the straight first. You can have the straight. Perfect. Hey, what a guess. Mirrored. Then grab floor plating, put that in there like so. Put a strip of floor plating down this side here like so. Oh, nods. I just figured out what was happening there. Cool. Well, let's fix that up. Made as both sides. One side. Blip and blip. Cool, we're getting somewhere. And what we're going to do is we're going to put in we want 2x4 ways. This is going to be cross zone for piping. It's going to be a coconut balls. We're going to grab some normal conveyors right here because you actually need to be one of them, and then you need to be a... I need 3 sides of this pipe, and the piece of pipe doesn't exist, so it's going to have to be that guy there. No. No, you can still be curved. So let's go back to 6. Grab our curved. 1, 2, 3. Grab our straight. 5s. I'm debating putting a wall across here of some form, whether it's a like a catwalk wall or whether it's a glass wall or what it is. Can't make up my mind. We'll come back to that. Let's grab our O2 generators. Let's figure out which way they look prettier. I'm gonna go with that way. Now we could actually recess them in the floor. Nah, we won't. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Get you back for the aesthetics. Okay, new ideas. Not gonna bring you through there. This will actually save us on a little bit of wait, four-way cross. I'm not curved. There it is. Boop. And we're gonna grab an in. Gonna go with the E section. Okay, we grab our number 6. We go back for a straight. And then these will become 4-way conveyors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 aside. Yep, that makes sense. That basically means that each one pretty much gets its own. And then what we can do is we can go boop, 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 and boop. Perfect. Like so. Makes them a little bit short, but then what we can actually do is we want to recess them into the ceiling of it, but no. That's not necessary. So the other option we can do is we can go basic assembler, REF, binary, SUR, survival kit. What else have we got? We've got or cargo. We do cargo. I'd have to think on that one. What events do we have? We have the basic event. We do bobs actually. We do bobs. Go back 2 screens, grab our number 9s. Actually, happy with the way that turned out. Doesn't actually give us like access to any of the oxygen farm ports. And again, we don't have access to any of the stuff either, so too concerned, I must say. Cool. So next, what we're going to do is that's the end of engineering. The only other thing. No, that's the end of engineering. So we're actually going to rip this line here off. No, we're going to leave it there. But we are going to give a conveyor port out from it into what will in the end be these two, well, will be the engine bay behind the wall here. So let's whack in the back wall. And then for the roof. Take that corner out because we haven't decided on the shaping of the ship yet. I've got to take out that corner. We'll leave that corner for the point. Awesome, cool. So let's grab what we're going to do for the ceiling. What I'm thinking for the ceiling is actually like just using these for some texture. It's a little bit weird, but I think aesthetically, especially once we put in the stuff for the lighting, it's gonna work. We're in here, we'll put it over the top of the engine. The thought is that it sort of looks like piping almost. In some kind of block the uplights. Cool. Which would mean this line here needs to be. We know what we're doing with the roof there. We can put that in. Cool. And then we'll just grab like some. I don't really like that. What if we go with another 9 and we rotate it like that? Actually, the other option is we go same as the flooring. No, I think it's got to be the first. Again, guys, this is a brainstorming type stream, so any input into the construction of what we're, or any input into what we're actually doing is welcome and encouraged. I know, low energy. It could be control drawing these. So that's our engineering space, and it will be a lot better lit than this. Where is that light coming from? Oh, you're over the top of a light. Cool. That's not glitching, are you? I think this is going to look quite cool once we add some lighting and aesthetics, more aesthetic sort of stuff. Can do till then is if I grab LCD. The LCD thingy here, and then we can also grab that one there. That's the wrong page. Grab that one, I'll grab that one, and we'll grab that one. What I'm thinking. 7. Oh, what? That song's getting annoying. Gotta say. Someone is messaging. Thunderstorm coming into my local area. Why thank you, Queensland government. Usually means it's going to be a bad storm, but it's thinking can I put there that will allow me to put this in? Okay. I could put in a window. No, that won't work with that block there. Oh, duh. We go over here, we grab this guy, and I grab a couple of those. I can grab the LCD panels, number 8, and I can whack them on top of there like so. Look at that. Doesn't look too bad from the back either. There's one change I'm going to make. I'll paint this thing white. But it stopped at the landing gear like it should. Painting it white gives me the opportunity to go and do some decal coloring. So pretty much everything in the floor piping wise I want to be yellow. That was the bottom. Kept all that. I don't know, it's just a thing I do. And then because these are like control surfaces, we're going to give them blue. Bloop, bloop. Cool. And we can probably, should have thought about this earlier, but we're going to make the machinery a grey colour, but I'm not sure that I like that particular shade. I'm gonna go with a lighter shade. Just to make it look like dirty and well used and loved and operated. Especially the engines. Oh, I never noticed that little decal. There's a little pressure gauge on them. And then we're gonna go P, grab our yellow, and we're gonna do these as well. That's not the one block I wanted. Boop. Now red will probably come in here and tell me that I did a pathetic job on the paint job, but he's not here today, so I get to color. I get to pick the colors. I will modify that statement a little bit and say he does a really damn good job coloring our ships. So, but he gives me curry about it, so I'm going to give him curry back. Okay, so now I've got to do is figure out what I want to do for the shaping of the hull. So I'm thinking the next segment's going to be like a actually, it's going to have to be an access zone, isn't it? Let me think. Could do like access. I need somewhere to get up to the top floor. For those of you who aren't familiar with my building style, I'm somewhat heavily Tauri inspired. Now when I say Tauri, I'm referring to Stargate SG-1, of course. Now, their ships are Well, actually, they're pretty typical for a Earth's space fleet type thing. They've got that little bend down at the front and blah blah blah. I don't actually have a picture, damn, so I can't put it up on the screen. Let's see. Oh, actually, I know where I can get it. Yay, it didn't open up on the screen. I didn't want it to open up. Survival, come on. I don't have it. No, okay, cool. I'll just have to show you when we get there. Get to that point. Let's see. I need to bring a conveyor through the wall. Which means go 6. We're gonna. Oh, no, that's the wrong color. We're gonna T section, and we're gonna go in. Click. Oh, that didn't need to be a T section anyway. Great. This time we're gonna go. Actually, no, 9. All right, we were gonna do a 3 section. Back page number 9, please. GST. I'm going to go with functionality over comfort, so we're going to go with steep stairs up to the top floors. Also, it's a lot quicker. Okay, come on. I need a number 1. That won't actually be there. Oh, why did I do that? That one can stay there, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab number 2 here. And go back to our stairs. Jeez. Probably gonna have to go up at least 1 more block. Okay, so grab our 2 again. Hopefully that will be not too tall. Let's figure this out. I'm gonna go heavy armor exterior through here because that's not sounding like not actually a song on the list, so let's, yeah, It is an NCS. I'm not familiar with the song, so it's probably what came out today, but okay, so we're going to go heavy armor through here because we're only going to go half slabs. Because what I'm thinking we'll do here is we're actually going to put a hover deck, or a hovering deck I should say, over the top. Probably will only end up being a half slab, but it'll probably end up being a full slab. Come to think of it. Cool, and then is that wide enough? It's usually a double sloping down, and then it'll work. Might not work. Let's just put in the blocks and see what it looks like. So number 6. No, too tight. And there's my thunderstorm. So 5, and then I'm going to put in a full block. Terminate there. And I need to go up. Can't decide whether it's going to be another full block. Find that edge. You're going to be that. Which means this isn't really going to work now, is it? I have to go 5 actually. One more out, and then we can start. Five. Six. The half. Yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. So, then what I need to do, figure out how far forward it's going to come. It'll probably come to about just past the deck is where we're going to go to. So the deck is going to be 5. Which gives the up to the bridge, so then this becomes edging of the bridge. Not where we wanted the bridge. Okay, we're gonna have to make a modification here. Gonna work. Even going. Come on. There we go. Don't need those two there. What we can do is around. I'm gonna need a couple more heavy armor plates, so let's grab our 5. Then we can go back to our stairs. That's access up into the bridge. The bridge is going to have a interior plate floor as well. Just got to figure out the roof for this section, and then we can cut that pillar a little bit shorter. So that's to the bridge, or did we want to come out a block? That should be enough. Command chairs and a captain chair in the middle. Yeah, okay, that'll work. So what we're going to do is we're going to go with... Those stairs are going to stuff us up. They really are going to stuff us up. Which is going to go a long way back. Is the answer here. So the front of the bridge. So grab our 5. Grab a WIND. I'm gonna go single tool on this level, on this section here, because I want to try and save as much space as we can. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the 1x1 flat, the 2x1 flat. We'll grab the 1x1 slope. And start with that. 2, no, 3. You know what? You're going to be all 1x1s. Before you will become a... So... Just going to... I don't know how I'm going to do this bit. We need an airlock here. Oh, we can, okay, we're gonna have to go 1 block further forward. Give me 9s, boop, boop, and 5s. Let me try that again. We'll grab our 2s. Put in those there, and then we'll grab 4s, put them there, and gonna say there. You can't change because you're that particular block that has to kind of go there. Then we're gonna go with heavy armor from that point onwards. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in one of the just put a heavy line there. that can just be a normal piece of glass. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a normal piece of glass, and we're going to put, oh, that's the wrong button, that there. That won't work either. Alright, we'll get there. We'll just double glaze it. Boop. Boop. Can't double glaze it. Can double glaze, which will then come into a heavy armor block there. What we can do is we can grab windows again, number 3, and we can come around like so. And then grab the number 2s and spin it around like so. And we have a glass cubicle. Do is we'll put another number 3. If I press 3, it would help. In there, and then this one here is going to become a doorway anyway, so that won't really matter. So AIR, airlock door revolving. Loop, loop, that's actually the right way up. Bang. X. Not where I thought I was. Cool, that'll work quite nicely. There is no power on the grid at the moment, which is why it's whinging like that. And what we can do is we can grab, I don't think there's actually a single block we can put on top of that. If we did 2x1, it would have been a lot steeper, actually. Let's go back to our windows. I'm going to grab on X2, and I want the 1x2 slope. Like so. Wow, that made that really stubby nosed all of a sudden. But it means I can put on the 7. Is there anything I can do there to fix that? Yes, and you into a seven. 8. Oh. And then a 5 on the slope. Bing bada boom. Make you the armor block. For you, and we did tie that off higher than the block, right? Yep. Making sure that we don't accidentally separate the ship right now. Fine. And there we have our bridge. So what we're going to do is going to go roll seats. And chair. No. Do a seat happily in here. I think we could do a seat happily in here. Somewhere about there. And is that going to look right? Those or those? I want those. Or, yeah, I'll go there. We go there. Do that with two of those, one either side. I know there's no energy. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to our LCDs. Number 8. So we can't actually put any LCDs anywhere up in this front section because, well, we used all the space. Okay, well, we can have to put things in the middle. Put in our shield control table. Right about, I think in there. So, go with there. And then something else in here. Pardon my fucking spluttering break. Okay, so that's that. Let's you know what? I hadn't put that glass in all the way back to here. What I can do is I can grab number 1 and I can replace in that there like so. Yep, that's gonna work. Put in 9 there. 5. So we have a bridge, which will have a door here. Cool. And then we're in like crew quarters type bases. 5. Exterior walls will be heavy armor. We might go. Alright, we'll go ham on the. Going to do is we're going to put in a wall, or a floor, sorry. Okay, this section here is entirely just here to add connection to the lower section, to be the connection to the lower sections area, and then we're going to actually, it's going to end up being all of that. So I want a small wall. It doesn't cause us any spacing problems. Good light. Let's go half walls. Not entirely happy with this, but right now that's all the space we've got. And that's going to be I was actually contemplating putting in like vents and stuff between the don't have the space to do so. So it's the solid blocks. Take out furthest block out of each of these, and I grab a door. Flip it over. Bedrooms. Be able to take these out and put in armored. Armored windows mod. See how it looks. Actually gonna off. Oh no, it's not too bad of an offset. I've put them all in upside down, I betcha. Yep. Now that's backwards. Here's the residence. Well, the person sleeping in there, I should say. Something to look out. Cool. Grab our blocks. And our number 5, turn it into a slope. And we can put our slope across the top. Like so. And then fill it in with solid blocks. So there is the top of our ship. Thinking we'll put a double glazed window panel in the back here. So when I say double glazed, I mean physically 2 panels of glass. Say 2. One, 2, 0. You actually can't see in that, which is somewhat perfect. Cool. So I need a wall here. Thinking we'll probably end up doing. We'll grab. Actually, I want 6. Oh. We'll do on the inside. So. As a testing apparatus. Just sort of fit through there, and then we'll grab. Don't really like the space we are losing on the inside here. But then that space was entirely aesthetic. And to do what we want to do on the outside, we have to do what we want to do on the inside. Can't do that. Okay. So military-wise, these walls just aren't very protective. They are heavy armor. I will give it that. But they're not really going to stop anything coming through them. They're basically light armored half slope, which kind of sucks, but that's them's the breaks when you're building aesthetically. Oh, it's coming along. We need to box this. That was a 1, not a 5. No, there isn't actually anything that will make you look decent. Line you up. Ugh. Okay. So that's that. Okay, let's make use of the rest of the basic. So I'm thinking this here will be our wall. Have like a whole way up here, right? Yeah. Sweet. So that's that. Then this will become the hydrogen, or the cargo farm thing. Okay, so we're going to put a block in there to fill that in. I'm just going to have a quick drink, sorry guys. Sorry. It's getting a little coarse. So I'll block that in. That'll be a doorway. Then get a half. Fiddlestick. Then they're going to have a half slope between it and the outside. This thing didn't have to have some pretty extensive structural integrity force fields on it to make it viable. Pretty much all the power generation of this ship is to keep the structural integrity field operational, operable. That's going to be our ceiling. Half a block thick. Minus some places. And then I was going to put the jump drive there as well. Flatten her out. I'm trying to keep it as compact as I can. Then in the spaces between that, all cargo containers. I was actually thinking that I was trying to keep this ship so that it was trying to keep this ship built in a way that we don't end up having cargo being pulled through other like facility type items. Wait, did we seriously? N6 E dark yellow, and what we want is a B piece. Like so. And I want the curved straight and then all of these are gonna have to be those, and then these can be four-way junctions. Because we're gonna shove more cargo containers in below. I'm gonna make this not quite that green. You know what? We'll stick with white for now. here. Whack in all those cargo containers there. Go and grab our flooring. 9. And we're going to fill that segment up. Is the cargo container. So, it's coming along. Now it shouldn't have any use for a refinery. Does need a medical station. We will actually give it a medical station. Preferably upstairs, but it might have to be down here. It's gonna have to be down here in the airlock zones. Wow, that's not a good thing. The thought was that this... Oh, probably pull that off. These are going to be airlocks exiting the ship. This has become a really interesting area. You know what? I'm going to put in some assemblers. Then three. And a couple of basic refineries. Just as a way for this ship to be able to air itself if it needs to. That's not gonna work. Oh wow, okay. Yep. Thank you, Bob. Put a catwalk section in between that. And then I put down the glass. That's gonna be better. So 7, 2. 2. Do I want to put glass over this? Not really. Looks a little weird, but wow, the engine room is like the most spacious section of the entire ship. Yep, gotta be careful of that. Mostly because we built it purely aesthetically, probably. We're gonna put something down the middle here. We'll figure that out. Actually, we could put some computers and stuff down there. Okay, so that's that. Let's skin the top of our ship. So we go number 5. I just Control, Shift, click, and drag. And I'm gonna and click and drag. Fix. Rotate, click and drag. Too long. drag. Haven't quite figured that out yet, have we? Okay, this section can have that extra because we're not actually going to be getting into this area. The only other thing we'd put in there is cargo. Come on. Just like that. And in fact, we will put in small cargo. Oh, not that far forward. About there. Way. Oh, that's lightning. If the stream suddenly disappears, it's because I've lost power because there's a thunderstorm around. But it shouldn't. I am quite well UPS'd. Heavy armor. A lovely little stuff like that. Wait. You're the wrong block. No, you're the right block. I'm thinking, and I'm not entirely sold on this, that I'll just do this and bottom the ship with. That'll be the final profile of the exterior. I just used light armor, didn't I? Did 2. 6. That'll be the not too bad. Not happy with it, but it's not like natively horrid. Not very nice. I need to finish this up before it drives me nuts. So let's bring forwards these guys. How weakly can I shovel them forwards? Not very. Actually, go 5 and I pull out that guy. There we go. Gonna work. Ish. It kind of sort of almost works. 6. Oh, you're not 6, you're actually 5s. That belongs there. Oh, that twice. Nope. Come on, fly sideways. So, you have to end one back. It's not gonna work. So we're just gonna have to sort of go like that. Because you go with a 7. Go with the shorts. No matter what I do there, it's not gonna work. Oh my goodness. Sort of do that, and then we'll put that up like that. Alright, what am I saying? Go like that. No, see that doesn't actually work. Oh, actually, so if I go 5 and I go with this guy, it don't actually work either. That'll do. I'll just put a barb on it. Pointy little thing on it. I'm not happy with it, but it'll do for now. I'm really not happy with it, but give this guy bottom. So you need to give this thrusters. So the ship's gonna need some batteries. I don't know where we're gonna put them in, but it's gonna need some batteries. Get this thrust wall in. 6s. Number 7. Want the jumbo version, please. Tell me I spaced him right? I spaced him. Sweet. Now, if I've done this correctly, which it would appear that I have, number 5, and white. Gotta start raining here. After, I want to just a little bit of, actually, do, damn, 6, small one, that'll actually work. Five, and we roll down one. Like so. Grab this guy. There like that, and that'll be fine. Then we go to, this is where we're going to come into troubles because these blocks don't actually like fully curve around properly. Three, cool. And then what we're going to do isn't really going to work. So hard line there might just be what we have to do. Cool. Then what we're going to do is we're going to full block through here. And we're going to fix that like that. There. And then we'll grab our 6, no, our 5, sorry, and we will handle like that. Not, I mean, not pretty, it's not completely hideous. And then I should have 3 blocks there. Could put another hydrogen engine in there if I wanted to. Or I could put some ion engines and some smaller hydro thrusters. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in, actually, come to think of it, if I go right back here, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 5 block burning distance, 5 blocks before it burns through the block. Gonna try and like hide some thrusters back in there. I'm now second guessing that plan. Only gonna burn off like 1 block maybe, but that's still damaging the shields that we haven't actually yet put on the ship. Crud. Okay, let's do a couple of things we keep meaning to do. First of which is we're going to put in some batteries. Thinking on the roof there. And here, bust all these. The full-size batteries, whack them in there. Like so. Like so, and then we'll grab our number 4s and we'll fill that space underneath them with cargo containers, making that floor very low, that roof, sorry, very low. And I've got to fit in some shielding. Single stackers. I'm gonna bring it in here. 8. Cool, and then 9. I don't actually have a way to get in there. Fix them. Shouldn't ever need to be fixed. We do, however, need to put a bob in. So, we'll swap those 2 there. Or a bob. Fix. Oh, not that way. That way. And those 2 There. Okay, we have our bobs. They are purely for repair. Make that feedback. Right, back plating's supposed to come all the way back to that line, or just past that line, in fact, as well. We'll get there. Not looking pretty, but it's not entirely looking ugly, and it's only got forward thrust so far. I don't think we needed that shield table up on the top floor either, top deck either. Because I don't think this is necessarily going to have, well, it's not going to have the power to be able to run that shield. So the original design for this ship was that it was going to have shields and that like it was just ferrying itself. Now I'm thinking it's going to have to be in a cluster with a shield ship and probably some... I don't know what this ship does anymore. Doesn't necessarily have the cargo that we were hoping to put on it in it. We could make it a little bit longer, actually. Put into cargo. Two of these will probably throw us into the has more cargo than necessary category. Is it going to throw us into the too long category? I think it might. Safe. Just. Green. And then we will grab. We're in one of these lists. Number 4. Right. Okay. We're going to put in more batteries. Probably use the jump drive, but we're going to put in more batteries. Considering it's running off hydrogen power. So basically what we can do is we can fill up all the tiny little cargo containers or all the massive cargo containers with ice. And then the rest we can fill up with whatever we're transporting. Preferably, probably, that we use the 2 or the 8, no, the 4 jumbo cargo containers to be cargo that it's ferrying. And then blah, blah, blah. So, what I need to do here is I need to grab... I'm going to continue doing that. Cargo on each side. Right, there's a 5, and it was one of those. We go yellow, we're going to go 1, 2, and then we're going to grab our 6s, which we want to be on straight. 1, 3, drag that line like so, we will be laughing. Voila. Okay. And actually just whack in another container. So we'll wait and see. Don't know that we're going to put weapons on this at this rate. Put a weapon on this. I'm going to have to sort of do that. Actually not too bad of an option. We go like... Okay, it might not be too bad. Then again, it might be worse than I thought. Originally thought. P, white, okay. Then we're going to go very quickly. Okay, I'm going to have to take a very short intermission. I will be right back in a moment. In the meantime, let me see what the ad is, or what the video clip is. It should be, yep, 2018 in review. I will be right back, guys. Stay tuned. See you in a sec. Okay, so we are back. Sorry about that, guys. The thunderstorm actually started hitting, so I had to go and check some windows. Thank you for sticking with me, for those of you who have. For those of you who are just joining us, welcome to the stream. We are building our first ship here in the shipyards. We are building a support class something or other. I haven't got much past support class. There was no necessarily planned size. Why are you struggling so much frame-wise? OBS? Nothing has changed since we ran that ad. Why are you struggling? Whoops. Let me just make a quick little yes, priority high. I hate having to do this. I need to exit. Just give me a little bit of headroom. Why that's suddenly giving me troubles? We did 2 hours and it didn't give us any problems. Not that one. Okay. The thing is, OBS doesn't say that it's doing drops to like 16 frames a second every now and then. It's not good. Apparently, I'm gonna have to do some work on OBS again. Wow, it is really pelting down outside. Oh, okay. I'm getting warning from my power supplier that the power's dirty. No, that shouldn't be what's causing it. I think we're just about done anyway. For now at least. Let's grab our number 6. Rotate it. And then this is the probably most cheaty part of the entire build. We're going to put the outer decking skin on. Not too bad, actually. Now, what I want to do is try and actually, how would we normally do this? We would normally continue this along the front. We drop down at the bottom. Can we drop down on the bottom? We can drop down a little bit at the bottom. 8. If I do that, I can then do 7. That. Do we want to go down any further? Yeah, we'll go down a little bit further. I need another 8. And I need another 7. And then I need some 6s. Rotated to the correct direction. 1, 2, 3, because I just want it big enough to put a landing gear in. And I'm going to do a 7. I'm going to rotate it that way. And I'm going to do an 8. And do the same. Then another 7. And another 8, which brings us back to the point we were at which point we go 2 more 7. And I don't know if this bit here, yay, it's not another big crashing, booming lightning strike. I don't know that the top is even going to work for us. Ooh, then again, we might get lucky. So if I go 7 and I rotate it the right way, okay, then it becomes 5s. Oh dear. Bring these over. 6. Work. It's going to be a front. Okay. So because of the way we built the ship, it's going to be a little bit different on our front here because seven. There's no way to join them. It's going to have to be a flat top. Um, 5. On a full block. Okay, we can go back a block, or we can go forward a block on the top. We go forward a block on the top. So then this will be another 6. That's 7. Facing that way. Oh, actually, that's quite possibly going to work. Oh my goodness, that's going to work for that section. Not where it joins here, though, I don't think. No. What those messages were. Make sure they're not emergent. No, cool. We'll get there. We'll get there. I can whack in a. Actually, take these back a block. Give me a number 8, please. We'll literally just come back an entire block. 7. Nope, this needs to be an 8. Six. Okay, might be time. Might be the end of the stream time coming up very soon. All this space we could have actually put those cargo containers in. I just want to roll this off. You know what? Let's put in the 7s and the 8s. Oh no. 7, and then we can how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? Probably going to have to be 5s. Not at all pretty, but it might just work. Across the front, 6s. This is the only real problem with building a ship this way. You get to a point where nothing will work. Another 5. Across here like so, and here like so. And a little bit closer. Across there, there. Close up really soon. Actually. Got a mark you across there, and up there, and up there, and across there to be sure. Fill in this section. Cool, and now for the next problem. There, rotate you, go the whole way across to there. And those corners are going to do bigger all to be, I want a 7, to be filled in, but the best we can do is probably that. We can go there's something wrong here. Like Spotify is not even playing right now. Invincible. What's going on here? No headroom left on the encoder. Something in here, not. Version inactive. Unload. Usually on unload. I just want my logo and name. Close yet? No. I don't know what's going on there. We don't have any headroom left on the encoder is what's happening. I think it's because I'm having a power issue, so I'm really quickly going to finish the primary parts of the ship. We will probably have to try and do another stream at some point in the future to try and finish the aesthetics and the internals. Until then, let's grab one of the turrets. I'm going to go ISM. We're going to put on Pikemans. Pikeman, that's a Pikeman. One of these doesn't go on this grid. Apparently not this one. And a whack and a red. Nice red turrets. Bloops. And bloop. The only thing that this is probably actually missing is like a communications node on the top. We haven't made it wide enough to put our normal node off-centered to one side. Best I can do is if I grab I'll grab an antenna, I'll grab a BEA beacon. We'll grab that. and I'll grab a... Oh my goodness. A wind turbine. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put a 3 on the top. We're going to make it... You're not going to put it on the top. I don't know where we're going to put it. Well, let's internalize it. We're going to put it center line right there after putting the number 4 behind it. Beacon, antenna. Oh, look at that. It's by block. This space here is for landing gear. I'm going to have to call it. I'm getting some flickering lights. So thank you for joining me, guys. Whoops. Thanks for joining me. Stay tuned for more content coming out shortly. Yeah, more content coming out shortly. Wednesdays is Surviving Mars. Otherwise, hopefully I will have an opportunity to get this ready to post on Saturday. Otherwise, stay tuned for next week for the first cinematic tour from the Titan Shipyards. See you next time, guys.